Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Jake from TodaysiPhone.com, and you may or may not have noticed that my schedule's been a bit strange lately. I posted a video the week before Christmas, and I didn't post a video the week of Christmas because, you know, it would have been on Christmas, and I was doing Christmassy things, and unfortunately I'm not going to be around next week because I'm going on vacation with my family, so I decided to post a video today. It's sort of like a in-between, you know, Christmas and vacation time, so I don't go like 2 full weeks without a video. And I know that this doesn't really make up, and I'm sorry, and I promise that my schedule will be back to normal after winter break. Anyway, without further ado, here's some cool stuff from last week and this week. Alright, first and foremost, the untethered jailbreak for iOS 5 devices that aren't the iPhone 4S or the iPad 2 has officially gone live. There are a couple ways to jailbreak your device untethered. You can either, if you're not already jailbroken, you can use Red Snow, the latest version, downloadable from the post on today's iPhone. Just follow directions on there. It's super easy and it jailbreaks it pretty fast. And the other option is if you're already running a tethered jailbreak, there's an app in Cydia called Corona, which lets you upgrade from the tethered jailbreak to the untethered jailbreak without having to totally re-jailbreak your device with a computer. So that's nice. Keep in mind that if you did this yesterday or a couple days ago, whenever you're watching this video, Corona has been updated. There were some bugs with it, with downloading some certain applications, so that's all fixed now, so yay! Now keep in mind that I do have to warn you that jailbreaking can mess up your device. It can break your phone, it can break your Apple warranty, and Apple does not like when you jailbreak, even though it is technically legal now. So this video and the post on today's iPhone are for informational purposes only, so just keep that in mind. You know, we're not responsible for anything that could happen to your device. On that cheery note, I did do this. I jailbroke my phone with Red Snow, and it worked fine, but I'm always really paranoid when I jailbreak that it slows down my device, and I'm already running the 4, so it's slower than the 4S, and long story short, I jailbroke it, had jailbroken for like an hour or two, and then I restored it back to an unjailbroken form because I'm slightly insane. Moving on. And we move on to next-gen iPhone rumors. Shocker! This week, BGR released an article claiming that they talked to a close source to the matter that said that the next-gen iPhone will be getting a complete design overhaul. More specifically, the back will no longer feature the flat glass design, and instead it will look similar to the iPad 2 with an aluminum design. And the mock-up they posted is... Ooh, this is dim. And the mock-up they posted has the beveled edges like the iPad 2. There's no word on whether that's just a mock-up or whether it's, you know, the actual device. And some other things that they mentioned that are interesting are maybe a larger 4-inch display. They also mentioned some sort of rubber or plastic material similar to that on the bumper built into the phone, and they referenced the iPhone 3GS. And this confused me a little bit because there is a tiny strip of like rubber going around the display on the iPhone 3GS that you really won't notice unless you're looking for it. It's barely there. It's after the black bezel on the screen and before the metal. There's a picture on the screen right now because I can't describe it. Basically it just connects the screen to the body of the device. So I mean, that seems like a pretty weird and minute detail to mention in a post about the next-gen iPhone, but, you know, if it's there, fine. If it's some sort of weird built-in bumper slash lay-on-the-table design thing, I will be very displeased. So yeah, with all of these iPhone rumors, you gotta take them with a grain of salt. Nothing is certain, and we won't know anything for sure until Apple announces them. That being said, I would really like to see the aluminum back. And, you know, maybe a bigger display, not necessarily 4 inches, 3.8 inches would be nice. Moving on, iTunes Match went live in 17 more countries. Okay, let's see if I can do this. Austria, Belgium, I can't do it. Austria, Belgium, Canada, Cyprus, Czech Republic, France, Germany, Ireland, Luxembourg, Malta, Mexico, New Zealand, Slovakia, Spain, Switzerland, UK, and the US. Next, you know that giant controversial merger between AT&T and T-Mobile that would have created some super carrier and a lot of LTE and, you know, the one giant GSM carrier in the US? Yeah, that's not happening. Basically, the FCC and the US Senate thought it would create a monopoly, so they put a stop in it. Obviously, the decision is going to be appealed, but, I mean, even if they do appeal it and they get their way, it's going to take years, probably. So, in the meantime, sit back, relax, and T-Mobile customers just hope that the iPhone comes to T-Mobile. Alright, and finally, last week I wrote an article asking some of you guys if you had to ditch all of your Apple products except one, which one would you save? I personally would save my iPhone 4. I don't really go anywhere without it, so that's the one I'm most attached to. In the comment section on the article, many of you said that you would save your iPhone as well. A couple said their laptops or maybe their iPads. But I'm just wondering what the rest of you feel like. So that is your question of the day. If you had to ditch every single Apple product you own except one, which one would you keep? I was also pretty happy to learn that I'm not the only weirdo out there who names their Apple products. Some of the comments were really funny. This is Justin, my laptop. This is Theodore, my iPad, and this is Quentin, my iPhone. And yes, I have a Hogwarts case on my phone. Wow, I could not be cooler. Okay, well that's it for last week and some of this week. Sorry the schedule's been all messed up. It will get back to normal eventually. And, you know, if you guys have any questions or comments about anything I talked about in this video, feel free to let me know in the comment section down below or hit me up on Twitter at @TIP_Jake. Don't forget that the links to all of these stories in this video are in the description down below. Thank you very much for watching, and if you haven't gotten enough of me just yet, please check out my personal YouTube channel at youtube.com/Flinro. That's in the description as well. Hope everyone had a great holiday, and I will see you in a week or two.